Actually does.
Recording in progress. Hey guys, welcome back to the ScumCast. I'm Rash.
Well one. I'm Jack.
And this is us. I know the difference between the
Together
camera right now is like huge. Like I know I'm all pixelated, but that's because I've gone back to the past because I've wanted to.
And we know
I've gone back to the
watching
past
for us recently. What you've been watching us recently for is our camera quality. So
yes,
you for all you multi-millions that are disappointed in our camera quality, I'm so sorry. But this one time.
The reason for the quality is because I've gone back in time because I wanted to experience Ronda Rousey in her prime. This is just something we were talking about before we started recording, but we were just talking about UFC stars kind of switching over to whatever sort of business they do afterwards. And we were just saying how like Ronda probably didn't want to become a WWE star. She just kind of was like forced into becoming one because once she started losing all her fights, it was like
Is that the natural progression for UFC fighters that can't do it anymore, that they go do WWE?
The natural progression. Now it is now more than ever, dude, because they're both owned by Endeavor.
Yeah. Now they're I didn't even think about that, but
yeah,
I can. I was gonna say who else has done it because obviously Brock Lesnar led the way, but he kind of was just doing both. Brock Lesnar's a weird dude,
but he did a weird one where he went to the WWE and then he went back.
Is that strange, right? For like Brock Lesnar, because he was a wrestler, like an actual wrestler, not like fake wrestling. Like he was an actual wrestler, and then he got a job in WWE because he was actually a really good wrestler. It's not like he was a really good showman.
Isn't Ronda the same?
And then he was just a freaking. No, but I mean, like he went through WWE first, then went to UFC.
No, I thought he was. I thought he was in the.
Or
UFC.
did he go? Was if he was, then that's. I just knew him through WWE first.
I know he was in the UFC, then the WWE,
I was a kid.
Then the UFC, and now again the WWE. From what I remember.
Yeah. Okay. Is it just like I just feel like that's weird? Like, remember, like I can't imagine playing any other sport and then just be like, I'm gonna go play the fake version for a bit.
Yeah, it is the fake version, but it's still very athletic. Like I think
I'm not denying that, but like still, like imagine. Okay, I'll give you a great example, right? Like, if you're a professional rugby player, you're not going to be like, I'm just going to go play touch rugby for a little bit.
Yeah, but you might switch to the NFL, which is a little different, but it's very similar in terms of.
No, that's the same. That's like switching from UFC to fucking Pride. That's like switching from UFC to
but like
some other fighting organization.
What I'm trying to say
I'm talking you're going from elite fighting to touch rugby, like to where you can't, you're not getting hit anymore. Like it's not.
They are as physical. They perform stunts that can get them as badly injured as a fighter.
Oh, bro, are you chatting up a female WWE fighter or something? Like, what are you fucking?
Well, I'm not gonna say that out in public, bro. I'm not gonna fucking say it out in public, bro. Why are you gonna fucking?
Which one is it? Is it the one with the pink hair?
It's.
Are you into like WWE sex?
No, it's the goth looking one, Rhea, for the Australian one. The really key looking one, like the one that could probably fucking slam me around, you know. But what I'm trying to say is the amount of dedication and athleticism it takes is pretty similar.
No, I don't think so.
They fucking sometimes have shows like almost every day of the year. UFC fighters don't fight every day of the year. This is like
Beth Phoenix. Are you in with Beth Phoenix?
No, I'm not.
She eliminated she eliminated the Great Khali once in the Royal Rumble.
Oh, do you know who's well fit? Ric Flair's daughter's pretty fit, but there's this other one. She's actually, I think she's like either Serbian or Croatian, but she's like also a wrestler. Oh, I can't remember her fucking name. It was a blonde chick as well. There's actually some fucking hotties. Back in our days, there wasn't that many. Like I don't even remember the female wrestlers.
I'm on WWE.com every diva ever. So I'm just quickly running through that, but it's not loading, so that's lovely. Right. But what were the one? What's the one John Cena? Isn't John Cena married to one? One of the twins?
Oh yeah, he
Bella
was. I
and
don't think they're married anymore. Oh, I could be wrong.
okay.
Might be wrong.
Yeah, he had to probably marry into China, right? He's probably like,
Married to
you
China,
can't.
yeah, bro. That's the deal you make, bro. That's the smartest deal you can.
Sorry, Bella, I have to leave you. I have to go
Yeah,
make business deals.
bro, Bella, you do know that in 10 years you'll be worth nothing, and a Chinese lady will be worth way more because she's got the background to make sure that I'm still alive when China takes over. So
That's a good business move. That is a
I
good
don't
business
have
move. Preparing for the future.
I don't. I know one Chinese girl, and our relations
Is
are
that
not.
the one that I think I know? Is that the
Yeah.
one I like the clingy one is what I would call it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but it is the one I know of. Then.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was Chinese. So that was you trying to make connections.
Wait, what? Wait, we might be talking about this different one then.
Maybe. Who knows? We'll move on.
Was she a foreigner? Is she let her fuck? She fuck it up? Or was it someone different that you know as well?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's that one. It's that one. The
Yeah,
one that I one
yeah.
time told her that I was at the pools with friends too,
Yeah. The one you told a
while I was
story
actually at the beach with someone else.
Yeah. You told that story on here saying that
Yeah, it
you
was so
were
yeah, it's
lying
already
about your
out.
whereabouts.
It's already out and about, so I can't escape that.
And she watched. She probably watched, and she was like, "Fuck, I'm
I
being dumb."
doubt she
She's
was.
probably a spy. You know that.
I doubt.
I reckon she's a spy.
She did say she only came recently, and she was studying, but she didn't seem to give a fuck or ever
She was
really
studying you.
study or ever really. Oh, you right.
Yeah, so
You know why she was
you got to be
studying me
careful,
as
bro.
well? What have you know? You know, China has recently, well, in the past few years, has bought out most of like Serbia's mineries and stuff.
Oh, so you making
That's what she's
deals,
trying to
bro?
do, bro.
You
She
making
realized
deals?
I was Serbian, and she's like, "I'm gonna buy this guy out.
I'm gonna buy
buy
his
this.
land.
I'm gonna buy this diamond mine out." You know.
She's coming for your forest that you have.
Oh, bro, don't expose me, bro. Now she knows more details, bro. I don't need the Chinese to know I own land. They hate landowners the most, bro. That's how communism works. All the rich and the landowners
You're
get
next
killed.
on.
You
You're
fucking
next on the
idiot.
shopping list, bro. You're next on the shopping list. You see me as a civil man. I don't own land. I own very little land. I
Nah,
own
I'm
my
good,
shit for
bro.
a small
I'm
area of
good.
land, bro. I'm all for communism. I'm all for communism. Pro communism. Get the
Yeah,
hammer and the sickle out, bro.
take, but I'm
Get the
happy.
hammer and the
Yeah,
sickle out right
happily.
now, bro.
Yeah, bro. Go ahead, take anything you want,
Tattoo
bro.
on my chest,
I
bro.
love the government,
Tattoo on my
especially the Chinese government.
Wait, you know that forest you have, bro? How about I just have a couple of those trees,
I don't
bro?
have
And
a
just
forest,
take
bro.
some of
That
them.
forest is owned by the Chinese government. I don't know what you're talking about.
I want some of those trees. Give me some of those trees. I want some of the trees.
I'm like looking out into the space. I'm like trying to like warn you that there's someone watching me. I'm like, I love the Chinese government.
Been chilling.
Been chilling. Donald Trump is so wrong for saying it was a Chinese.
I've got actually, you know how the other day we were saying that we needed to learn how to write our apology letters. What we actually need to do is learn how to speak Chinese and say "I'm sorry" in Chinese.
I think that would be pretty easy.
Yeah, like pretty simple. But I want it to sound sincere, and I feel like broken Chinese won't sound very good to
It
Chinese.
has to be
people.
practiced.
Like this guy.
And then again, what like because there's two prominent languages in China, Cantonese and Mandarin. So which one?
I'll learn the fruit. I'll learn the fruit. That one's the popular one, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a cracking joke back in middle school. Like, you know, when someone said they speak Mandarin.
Oh no, mate! I only speak oranges.
I speak tangerine.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, because I actually now that I think about it, I do know a Chinese girl. There was a Chinese girl in like I think it was my primary school.
You know what I actually want to ask?
Mandarin.
Compared to Australia, right, and the ratio of Asian people here, what is it like in the UK? Because I feel like in the UK, when I was visiting there, at least, I only saw a few Asian people. I didn't really see that many.
There's quite a lot. There's quite a lot, but like there's a lot of everyone here. Like in
No, but what I
London.
mean by
Like,
like at the rate of other cultures, like it wasn't like here, like I'll see like if I see a group of 10 people as I'm walking past, at least 3 or
9
4
of them are
are
Asian.
Asian, right?
Yeah.
While in the
Oh,
UK,
Asian, yeah.
it was like 1 in 10. 1 in 10 people are Asian.
Yeah, it's less, but like that's expected. I
I feel
reckon,
like
like,
there's a lot
obviously, like
more people
I'd
from
say it's even less than 1 in
Africa
10.
and the
I'd say
Middle
it's
East in
yeah, yeah. It's that.
the
I
UK
think
than
I think
Asian.
it's less than 1 in 10. It's less than 1 in 10. I'd say.
Oh fuck
Like
it.
it's more.
God,
I'd
that
say
ain't
on.
right.
No, like I don't. Yeah, like realistically, man. Honestly, there's just like it would be too difficult to like put a number on, because like in Australia it's pretty easy. You're that like guns for
Maybe just
Australia.
at least in
Like you're
Perth,
like
because Perth is very much like a big village, and I don't think anyone understands it until they live here for a while. Because I swear I've seen the same people. Like, yeah, obviously there's the north and south. There's plenty of people I haven't seen, but I'm saying like in the areas of the city where most people are going out and like, you know what I mean? Like the nightlife, I see a lot of the same people.
yeah, dude, that was something I was noticing yesterday, right? So we were out and we were just like it was essentially it's like it doesn't get dark here until late, but it was probably about 6 probably 6, 7 o'clock, maybe like 6 o'clock maybe. But we were about to get on a bus ride home from Waterloo, which is in the city centre, like in the south. But like there was a club like right behind us.
Yeah.
Like, and so like as you come out of Waterloo station, like there's like this really busy street, that like where we're getting a bus ride, and the other side is kind of just like a bar, like a food place, and then you go down these stairs, and there's a club, like, or I imagine it's a club. It seemed like a club downstairs. So you've just got like this weird group of people where you've got some people really dressed up coming out of this club, like stumbling around already because they've been drinking like from like 2 o'clock maybe, mixed with like me who's got like 2 bags of shopping, like this lady with like a trolley, like, and like the vibe is so weird because like I was saying, like in Perth, it's like everyone is
kind of moves in the same
Northbridge.
time zone.
Everyone in Northbridge is like doing the same thing. Everyone's there to do the same thing, and if you're there, you're going to go out. But like here, it's kind of just like on the same street where I'm getting in my house. There's a club across the street.
Yeah,
like so it's hell weird because like, and you all take the same transport, like, so everyone's just on the transport. I'm like on my way home from like, I remember I was on the way home from the Arsenal game last week, and there's like fucking a group of like 20 dudes going out, and I'm just like, and they're like fucking already half smashed. You're allowed to drink anywhere, so everyone's got beers like in hand
along the street.
Like it's like it gets hectic, bro. It gets hectic.
It's Europe,
and
though.
it's just like that to me is mind-boggling. That I'm just
do you think this is just my opinion, right? Do you think that sort of freedom to drink anywhere and to kind of like there's a level of like willful ignorance towards like premature drinking? Like, not that
bro,
it
I
doesn't
don't
happen
appreciate
here,
how
not that
you stole my term. I don't appreciate how you stole my term willful ignorance, bro. I said that to you way back in the day, and now you've pinched it from me and say it too often.
My apologies,
I don't appreciate it, bro.
My apologies.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm
I'll
going to be willfully ignorant about it.
I'll try.
Hey, how about you create your own saying?
People's
ignorantly willful.
Hold up. People's chosen blindness towards the youth. No, I just feel like, in Europe you see kids drinking, you're like, oh yeah, fucking just let them, like whatever. Like in Australia it's a bit more like, oh, you shouldn't be drinking on the street, why the fuck are you drinking in this park, like there's a bit more of that. And I feel like that's also the reasoning why people are so much wilder when like they are allowed to drink, because in Europe it's like you've been doing it for such a long time and under such like a fleeting eye, you know what I mean? Like no one gives a fuck what you're doing. Like they'll see you for a second and go,
yeah,
that
is very true, that nobody gives a single shit about anything. Like it's pretty like it's like that. But like it's not even like kids really. It's more so just like life. Like
in general,
like it's more of the mixture of people that are doing different things. Like someone will be doing their grocery shopping next to someone who's stumbling because they've drank too much on the night out and they're going to the next bar.
I wanted to ask, how is the because obviously the number one misconception I think that people have about London is that every street is dodgy and everywhere you go something can happen. So how's your experience been?
Well, I live on a very notoriously dodgy street. In fact, but it's like it's weird, right? So
have you had a situation yet where you were kind of like worried for your life?
No, not at all, really. Also, like, I don't think I'm not the type of person that I'm going to be. I don't think unless something like is like a knife.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean. But
that would like I feel like I'd be the same. I mean, I'm in my head a little bit, so it depends. But I feel like I would maybe think about something. Like if I saw a group of guys across staring at me, I'd be like, oh fuck, like I'll think about it, but I won't like mull on it too hard. Especially if I like go home and I'm safe, I won't be like, oh, I should watch out for those guys next time. Like, unless
they follow me.
Yeah, unless something was to happen, like they call you up and they're like, "Hey, bro, you want to get shift?" You know, then But
I've
has
not
that
had anything
like anything in terms like of that? Because that's all people talk here about. That is the number one warning that I've received from most people here, and it's usually just fear mongering from them because they could like never live here, like in London. They always go, "Oh, like, what about everyone with knives, bro? You got to have your own knife and shit." And I'm like, I feel like having your own weapon is only a magnet for others, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're looking to use it in a way, like you have.
Well, not even that. It's just a magnet. You know what I mean? Like things like that. Like I feel like when I was younger and I was much more fearful of people, and I would create these fear-inducing like thoughts in my own head, I would get into way more shit, or things would actually happen to me. But when I went to kickboxing and I'm like mastered all that shit, not like most people knew that I was a kickboxer or anything, but I didn't have that same sort of fear and less things happened. And so I feel like, you know how they say like predators can smell your, like they say predators, but they also say women can smell like desperation, but predators can smell your fear, man. And I feel like if you have a knife on you or you have all that shit, like, yeah, some people say it's for self-defense, but I feel like it's a magnet, man.
Also, yeah, definitely. It's like people as well who are looking for trouble or looking for that. They're not stupid. Like at the end of the day, that some might be, but like if they've been doing that a lot, they know who they're going for, right? Like, and unfortunately, I'm not their target. Like realistically, like the way I walk, the way I am, it just generally isn't me. Like I won't have too much trouble with that. Yeah. Which I'm fortunate for a lot of
because you always wear those Muay Thai shorts, bro. It's the Muay Thai
exactly, shorts. Bro. It's the Muay Thai shorts, bro.
That's your weapon, bro. You're carrying, bro.
Yeah, that's my weapon, bro. That's my stick.
Do you think
I've not had any issues like
if I got a tear tattoo here, I'd be safer? Like when I move there, like if I got a tear tattooed on my arm?
See, I don't reckon you see that. You again, that's someone you're asking for it, bro. You're asking for it. I reckon people go for you. I reckon people want. See, that's the difference, right? That then because that's still that would be intimidating, right? But some people would take intimidation.
Someone would be like, "Oh, what? He's a killer. Let me test him." Yeah. See.
Yeah. So like that, I reckon it will go the opposite way. You want to sit in the middle where you're not too intimidating,
but you're not
like be like, hey, but you're not a bitch. So but
you're not a bitch because if you do look like a bitch, do you know what it is? There's a joke in a movie that you overhear a lot where people go, "It smells like bitch in here," or like I can smell bitches.
Yeah,
that's a fact. That's a fact, dude. I feel like you can smell bitch on someone.
Yeah, 100%. Like you smell bitch on people all the time.
It's almost as if like when you're fearing and you sweat, your sweat smells different. Like it's producing different pheromones.
Do you know what it is as well? And like there is that's why an element of fake it till you make it is 100% a thing,
right?
Like because
you're emanating an energy,
like because you have to, because you can't just sit there and be
Do
scared.
you
Like
know when
that,
they
like
say
literally,
you fake it till you
it's
make it? I think that's I think the term is a bit skewed, because you can perceive that as in you're trying to like act as someone that you're not in order to become that, which can be the case.
no, yeah, I
I
get what you
don't
mean. I get what you mean.
think
But it's not that. It's not what they mean when they say it. It's like what you actually is like, it's like
I feel like you'll be a better
it's
one.
like,
Delude till you succeed.
yeah,
Because
because
it's your
the
delusions
actual
that carry you.
the thing it carries back to, or the thing it mentions realistically, is like the atomic habit of
Yeah.
like, you've got to change your habits of like, you got to think you are until you are.
Yeah.
Like you have to. That's what it really means. But faking it until you're making it, like, makes it sound like it's like a you're being
Well,
someone
yeah,
you're
well,
not, and you're
the
being
faking
genuine.
part is what fucks it, is because like
Yeah,
being
because fake is
fake,
turned
because
into
I feel like
fake
being
is a
fake and
negative
being
term.
delusional is two different things. I feel like being fake is just like no matter how much you turn it, like even if you do become that thing, it's
Yeah,
still fake. While delusions can become real because a delusion is only a delusion because someone else is saying it's fake. Do you know what I mean? If you're saying fake
yeah.
it, make it, then you believe it's fake as well. But if delusions are usually referred to as someone else saying like you're deluded, like it's only a delusion because that other person can't perceive it as reality. So I think,
Mm.
I think delude to succeed is probably just better off because
I was gonna
fake.
say, but before we go on to this, right? Because you were gonna say if I ever felt unsafe. I haven't, but yesterday, funnily enough, I did walk down a back street around where I live, and there was
Mhm.
just a couple guys doing ice, just fucking couple methods, fucking
Yeah, but
just
you
flying
see,
up.
that's the
But that
thing
was
about.
but again, I didn't feel unsafe, because like, what were they gonna do? You know, I'm
Mm.
not really too afraid
Well,
of that, even though that is a
see,
superpower.
that's the thing about
But
meth heads is like meth heads won't attack you. Meth heads have
yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah.
Meth heads are so meth heads are so
Unless
burnt out and
actually,
they're so moment to moment
unless they've
ideas.
not had,
Sorry?
unless they're 48 hours without sleep and haven't had
Yeah,
anything,
but that's
like
not
those ones
that's
could.
yeah, but you caught them while doing it, which is their
Yeah,
peak moment of happiness. It's like they're not gonna ruin that for
yeah, yeah. That was it. So that's what I mean. I wasn't
but
saying
you are
I
right.
was afraid at that point. But
They're only angry and aggressive during withdrawals.
yeah. Well, yeah. Do you know the story of the famous Perth fella? Do you know the guy that used to go to our school? I might name out his name if I mean I
I
say it's
swear to God,
famous.
if
I
it's
don't
the
know how he's doing.
same person, it's hilarious because there's a guy that was in our year that let's just say was doing like a few different drugs at the
Should I say
time.
his initials? Should I say his initials?
No, because I think he watches this podcast because he tried to add me on two different accounts in the past 2 weeks. He's tried to add me at least 3 times, and I'm not adding him back.
Oh, wait, message me right now, the person.
I think you'll know, dude. I think you're gonna know.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you a story if it is. I think I've told you it anyway, but
Because he's
I
the
think.
most infamous.
Yeah. It is him.
Yeah, he's tried to add
Yeah.
me on 3 different accounts recently.
Oh, so he's still alive. I was actually gonna ask if
Yeah,
he's still
dude, he
alive.
legit sent
But
me a friend request today. He sent me a friend request today. I don't know
he
why he's trying to add me so bad. Either he's a fan
he
or,
this
but he's trying to add me on 2 different accounts.
yeah, okay. So he just really
So now
maybe he
he'll
just
know
really
if
likes
he's
me, right?
watching this now. My
Maybe
apologies, bro. I have nothing against you. I just don't have anything for you.
No, but do you know
Like,
the story? Do you know the story of him like he was staying over some dude's house and he was deprived, and like he like had the guy he's staying over house's dog with a pizza cutter around the dog's neck.
oh yeah, I remember this story. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like that'll do crazy things to you. And I
But
think you
that's
were
what I'm
saying you've
saying.
seen
It's
demons and
not.
shit.
It's
Like,
not the. It's not while you're on it. It's the withdrawals that you're going through. That.
oh yeah. That's it. That's the thing, right? People say drugs like are bad and kill people. Meth doesn't kill you. It's the lack of sleep. It's the lack
Yeah.
of sleep.
Yeah.
It's the lack of sleep that turns you crazy and turns you
Yeah. The
psycho, and
deprivation.
like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. But yeah, imagine that.
yeah. So it's like
But like you can't like I'm saying you can't blame them, but I'm just like, well, not saying it that way, but I mean, you can't blame the lack of sleep when you're on shit like that. Like, bro, smallest level of shit. Like, if I'm gonna be honest with you, like I've done Dexies, you know what I mean? And on Dexies, you don't sleep.
Well, bro, what? You've done them?
Bro, but like for like ADHD reasons, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you were
Bro.
prescribed them.
If you
You were
need
prescribed them, bro.
if you need my psych to hit you up and let you know that I've actually been diagnosed, bro, it's all good, bro. I'm doing legal stuff.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right, bro. That's all right. Why were you doing so many at that festival at one time, bro?
Bro, because I just
Were you
really
out of
wanted to
focus?
focus on the music. I'm such a
Yeah,
lover of music.
true,
Like I
true,
honestly love
true.
music so much. Like,
So
and I
true.
feel like so many people and all these crowds, you know, like that's a lot of your senses being taken away, bro. I wanted to be focused.
Yeah, you
Make
could, but
sure-
I agree with you, right? How crazy is it to sleep? You can't. Like, I have to.
Oh,
I'm a very good sleeper. I'm a very, very good sleeper. Like, I manage to get to
can't.
sleep in like
Because
minutes
what the
normally,
thing is,
like
you
quickly.
close your
But no,
eyes.
I can, but it's hard. I
It
can, but
is.
it's
Yeah,
so hard.
I've fallen asleep before. That's not the issue. The issue at hand is when you close your eyes, it's still light in your brain.
Yeah, you're
Feel that?
thinking.
Like
I'm
it's
like,
almost like because you know when you
hey,
close your eyes like halfway, like
it's
it
like the
almost
Lion
feels
King
like
to
there's a
me, you
little
know?
bit of light breaking through. And when you fully close them, it's pitch black, you know, even like fully.
Yeah.
Even if you do this and you're on them, like I feel like there's like flashes of lights, but it's probably just your neurons acting up, just like them exploding.
Which it's crazy that we just give those to people that can't focus. Like they're already hyperactive.
Yeah, because it's
Like I don't.
I
It's
guess
just
it works. I guess when you have like very serious ADHD symptoms, it probably does regulate you. Like a friend of mine that works with me, he was on it for a very long time and he's back on him again now. But he had very serious ADHD and he says it doesn't really give him as much energy as it gives other people. He said it just gives him full focus. Like he's just able to sit
yeah.
down
Okay.
and do for hours.
That does make sense because it does do that as
Mine's
well.
not that bad. So like I definitely have issues with long-term attention, but mine's not that bad where like I can't sit down and focus.
Yeah. Like I think I'd be lying to myself if like I said because I like the feeling of the drilling into something, you know, when you lose
Right.
yourself in something and you're just like
Yeah.
in your own world.
Yeah.
Like so it's but I'd be lying to myself if I said that I couldn't do that without it, if that makes sense. Like I think I know I definitely can. It just takes me something to do it, if
Yeah,
that
it
makes
would
sense.
just
Like
take you.
me being like
Well,
it's
but
because to
see
do it
what the
naturally and
thing is.
soberly, it's like,
The thing is, I think the one thing that it bypasses is the level of interest, right? So I normally have to have a very high propensity for that thing, have some sort of obsession or deep interest in it in order for me to be able to sit the fuck down and do it for hours. Because otherwise, I don't, it just goes away like that. While on the Dexies, it's different because on the Dexies, it's like you just keep, you know, you keep going regardless of what it was. Like I remember one time, look, since I'm giving out these stories now and give a shit. One time when I had an ex-girlfriend, we did it together for a fun night, like just wanted to do it, you know, while we were doing some sex stuff, you know. And there was a point in time when me and her were like after we did all the sexy stuff and we were just chilling, like trying to use up time, you know. We started drawing each other, right?
Oh, that would be crazy, dude. You wouldn't, dude. I wouldn't let
So
them
40
stop.
minutes
I'd
in, let
have
me
to.
explain this. 40 minutes in, she's already asked me at least 5 times to like let it go. It's okay. You don't have to finish this drawing off. It's okay. No, you fucking just please, babe. Just please let me. I was legitimately near tears. I was like, please just let me finish this drawing, please. And she legitimately laid angrily in one position until I finished the drawing. And even when I finished it, I started rubbing things out. She ripped the book, she ripped the pad out my fucking hands, and she's like, enough. It's okay. And I was like shaking. I was like, dude, I need to like that. And it's crazy because I love drawing, but it's not like it mattered that much. But that's what I'm saying. That's what it like. It
Do you know what the problem was, though,
bypasses
bro?
that level of
She was also like needing to do something. She couldn't just stay there, like
she had enough. She was like, okay, I'm not just fucking standing still here.
Yeah, she's like, bro, give me something to stimulate. Because if you just gave her like a Rubik's cube, bro, she would have been fine. She would have been
dude, or doing something. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Because like,
come on,
like in our generation, like, the internet was used to cheat, and like a lot of Dexies were used for like in terms of uni students and people studying things. And to this day, they're used. But
what is it? You
don't even need, dude. You don't even need Dexies. You don't need any of that shit.
Is Adderall Dexies?
Yes, like similar.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, like I thought so. That's like the American version, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just different brand names. But it's all Dex.
Okay. Dexamphetamine.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, you don't even need these drugs anymore. You don't need these hyper focus shit. You don't need these like extra help from the internet. Bro, all these AIs now are insane, dude. You can get an AI to build your whole fucking business. You can get the AI to create whole brand ideas, images, anything, like absolutely anything. It can code things for you, especially the new chat GPT is like unreal, dude. It's unreal. Like
isn't it crazy that like back in the day, like they were like, oh, they were talking about how like truck drivers and bus drivers, they were like, oh, you guys are gonna go extinct, man. You guys aren't gonna have a job soon. Like, just wait until this AI comes in and these electric cars, these self-driving cars. You're not gonna have a job. And like all these computer nerds were like, oh, my coding job, that's gonna be fine.
Because they always thought, I'm controlling the AI, I'm controlling the computer. But it's like once the AI can code better than you, boom. What the fuck is the point of you?
Yeah, gone straight away. That's the first thing that's not needed anymore. You don't need nerds. Sorry, bro. You have to be cool. You have to know how to drive a truck.
Bro, you know what the crazy thing is? I've been seeing a lot recently resurface a lot of Ziz videos.
Oh yeah, that's just because you've been going to the gym, bro.
Yeah, but also, I think it's time, bro. I think it's time for the aesthetics to come out again. I really do think it's time, bro. Because now what, like all these little nerd cunts, bro. What are you gonna do now, guy? Eh? What are you fucking do now, eh?
Yeah, bro. Like, think about it, right?
Nah, but for real,
what would you rather be? What would you rather be, the nerd or Chad with ChatGPT?
Well, back in if you asked me this 5 years ago, I would have said the nerd. But right now, dude,
I don't know.
Right now, everyone is all powerful.
Bro, you don't.
As long as they know,
you don't even need a brain.
Or
bro, you don't even need a brain. The crazy thing is,
people are like,
you can just like have ChatGPT.
The thing about it is, right, is I think people had the wrong idea about ChatGPT. Is they all thought all these creative fortes and like are going to get crushed by this as well, like graphics designers and stuff like that. But it's like, I think they're looking at it the wrong way. I think it's I think the creative part will never be lost because that's the prompts. You know what I mean? Your creative ideas and your direction take are all creative ideas. So I don't think that's ever going to go away because the AI can think of plenty of things, but it's all within research. It's probably have been done before. Our creative minds can go somewhere else that sometimes doesn't even fit the AI. But I think with that in mind, like it won't get rid of as many people as it thinks. Or like, for example, I saw a video of Gary chatting to a journalist, and she's like, "I'm scared for my."
Is he still around? I haven't heard Gary Vee in ages.
Bro, is he still around, bro? The biggest of all time, bro. How is he still around, bro? Okay, thank you. It's Gary Vee and then Andrew Tate. Like they're at the pinnacle of life. Like they're the pinnacle of everything. So, and
the two smartest people in the universe.
As I was saying, he showed her that You could still write a journalistic article, but you can use these prompts to find you the research. And then you just rewrite, just like fucking university. I love how these journalists or these people are acting like they didn't cheat before and it all came out of their minds. It's like, what do you do in uni? You find information, you rewrite it in your own way, you add a little few extras to shift the perspective into your perspective, and that's it. It's not really anything new or creative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not writing your own. You're not just writing like feature novels.
Yeah, and also
Yeah,
your
like
perspective is probably not new. You know what I mean? You're looking at things through a perspective that someone in the past probably looked through the same lens before. You know, it's just not. It's not one of those things.
Yeah, it's not that deep. I get it. It's like uni's weird like that though. Like it's because you're right. Like you unless you are some sort of pinnacle like psychologist, I don't think you're gonna be looking at things in a different way, and no matter what.
Yeah,
so,
like
it's
you know what I mean? Like I bet you that like Carl Jung wasn't the first person to think about interpreting dreams. You know what I mean? There was voodoo people before him, thousands of years before him, that did that shit. It's the fact that he
was speaking to his friends as well. Like he probably had people he spoke to about it as well.
He connected it to something scientific, to psychology. So then it gained a different, like a higher importance. You know what I mean? A different perspective. Like it's like, you know, when you get like when you hear a new song, right? And the person is talking about like their lifestyle and you go, wow, that's such a new, fresh way of saying things. But then you listen to a song from like in the 1970s, it's a different genre, and they're saying the same thing, but just on a different genre.
Yeah. It's like the same with like musical, like even like beats and so on and so forth, how they like take that next step. It's always just samples of older things or different things. Like it's
not even just samples, but like, you know, people are like, oh, I created this like with just VSTs, as in like piano plugs and all that stuff. But that piano is a sample of a real piano. And the chords that you're playing have probably been played before. So it's like, it's just into your interpretation. And that's why I think people are I think it's stupid to be too scared of the AIs taking our jobs. I think you should be more scared of how far the AIs can be taken, rather than you being like, oh, it's going to take my job in 5 years. It's like, it's going to take the civilization in about 100. So, or less, actually, probably.
Yeah, I guess like taking people's jobs is the first step of that, right? Though it's like, but that is just what civilization will become. It's not. I don't think it will take civilization. Like I think it just will be like an ever-present thing. You know, like it's just going to be like.
It will be detrimental to our civilization. I think humans won't be the same.
What in what way? Like, I don't think they'll be the same. But we're not the same as we were 20 years ago anyway.
Because this is a very, I know this is going to sound crazy to some people, but it's very similar time to when America was deciding to either side with slavery or abolish it, right? And what I'm saying it's similar is there's such a large shift of sides. Like there's two sides to it. Like, and what I mean by that is there's people that are seeing this AI as like a incredibly positive thing, that nothing wrong can come from it. And even if something wrong comes from it, it's in the future and they don't give a fuck, right? Then there's the other side where it's like, man, you got to like slow the fuck down. Like you got to, you know, humanity is like, we're humans at the end of the day. We're not robots. We're not machines. And even if we do integrate with the machines, we're still not going to be them. Like we're never going to integrate fully, because we still have emotions and chemicals and shit that reacts. You know what the crazy thing is? People aren't even aware that, you know, when they put like, you know, when they put someone else's liver or someone's heart in you, and you have like ghost emotions or like ghost memories because of that thing inside you. It's like if we become androids, how do you know that our bodies won't react badly to the metals in our bodies, to the chemicals that are getting spread, to the unnatural flow of our body? You know what I mean? So like, I think there's big two sides, and I think these two sides are very important because it will determine the future of humanity. And just like when they abolished slavery, I think they should not abolish AI, but they should take a much firmer grip to it. You know, I know they're two
I don't
different
know.
things, but I'm just saying how the
I know
scale.
what you mean. It's going to be. I know what you mean. It's going to like impact.
It's going to be a big
Moment.
impact change, right?
Do you think? Yeah, it's kind of tough because this
And it's
isn't
going to
really
affect,
something
and
as
just like
well.
slavery, it's going to affect some people more than others. Like I think some people are. I think some people will be happy that technology will take over and shit like that, because there'll be the small percentage of people that are still rich and are not affected by all of this technological change. Do you know what I mean?
Do you not think? Do you not think? So for an example, like I personally think in I don't know how long it's going to be, but there's going to be a split of humanity of like people, and I don't think this is really to do with AI, maybe, but like I think it will have definitely an impact of it. But there will be a split in terms of there will be like the lower class slash the slower, I guess, just the poorer people, and then the richer people, like all just split, I reckon, and like it will just become two different
Well,
societies.
yeah, there'll be a
I
larger
reckon
split.
over a
And
period of
another
time.
thing is
I think that will
you
heavily
gotta
be impacted by AI in terms of how much is done for them, in terms of how much like they're used for it, and then like the lower class community will be seen as like closer to slaves, which I reckon that's gonna
not
happen
even just
in the
classic
next.
slaves, but what I was gonna try to say is,
Crazy to think.
if you're someone that's
that's
watched
example, yeah.
enough sci-fi shit, you kind of almost see this going in a place where the AI that are used as laborers, right? And the poor humans that work alongside them, they're all going to be treated the same, which is wild, because
Yeah.
that, in some people's perspective, these humans that are worth less to them will be seen as machines. And what do we do with machines when they don't work well?
All right, we wally them. We
throw them away.
fucking leave them behind.
Exactly. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that humanity is going to become even worse off, because people are going to start seeing other humans as robots as well.
But then you're going to have like LGBT because TR
X. No, but
R for robots.
Wouldn't it be A because it's
Because
AI, artificial intelligence?
I reckon it would just be R for robot, and then or now what's going to be the slur for robots? Metal machine.
Flint.
Tin.
Yeah, tin. Yeah, tin's good.
Yeah. Bro, the T word. Don't say the T word.
Tins, bro. I hate them.
I hate these. Yes, yeah, I hate these tins.
Works, bro.
Fuck, you're just a tin.
Give me a sec. You keep talking. I'm gonna get a refill.
Okay. Oh, he's having a wonderful night. I don't know why he's just left me to chat on my own accord, like I've got anything else left to say about anything. But oh well. The more we know. What's been going on? Nothing. Nothing's been going on. I'm gonna sit here in silence until he comes back.
Hi guys, it's me. Welcome back. So I saw something recently which was insane to me. So it was on the news recently. A guy was on a date, right?
That's already wild enough to me, bro.
He went to his car park to check out his car. He found a ticket on there and found the guy that was putting the ticket. He argued with the guy, found out the guy was a fake car parking inspector. What the fuck do you even call them? Like, I don't even.
Isn't that just a prankster?
No. Oh. Yeah, dude. Nah, it's probably someone trying to scam the guy with some money and shit.
So it was real. It was real. It wasn't just like a fake video.
No.
It wasn't just a prank. Okay.
Real ass shit. Like, okay, well, let me finish. So okay. So Texas man pauses date to kill fake parking attendant, then returns to restaurant.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So he legitimately went back to his car, killed this man's, right? Killed him, and then he legit went back to his date and acted like nothing happened.
Was it one of these things where he didn't know he killed him? Like maybe just like he like knocked him out and like
no,
he
I'm
maybe
pretty
hit the ground
sure he
too
shot
hard.
him. I think he shot him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Maybe like that man's killed before though. If you're
But
that chill about killing someone like that, you've killed
that's
before.
exactly what I thought. The way he kind of handled it was so like nonchalant that he was like, "Oh, this fucking cunt deserves it. I don't give a shit."
Just some business. I've done
Right,
worse,
imagine like
sort of things like, I
being
might as well
at
do
that
another
level.
one.
Imagine being at that level where you just don't give a shit.
Yeah, because you've done it to me. Like that's the thing, right? It's like when like things are going badly for you, you're just kind of, oh yeah, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, it's just another thing. Because like if say for an example, I've killed someone and I feel like I'm eventually probably going to get caught for it, right? Like I might as well just do a couple more.
right.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, I guess like yeah, you'd
what I'm
be
gonna go to jail double the time, Like you're like,
yeah.
what's the yeah, that's probably what he's thinking. He's like, oh, and this guy's pissed me off, so he's gonna copy. Because it always boggles me when I'm like walking around and I'm like, I wonder who is like, because like especially like in
You
London,
walk
because
around, you're
there's so
like,
many
who's the
people
killer
around.
here?
You walk, yeah, you're like, who have I walked
You
past today
walk
that's killed
out in the
someone?
street, you
Because
rip
you
your
have.
fucking shirt off. You're like, who's the real fucking killer here? Hey, who want to get tested?
Who's there to face me? But yeah, no, like that kind of thing like bubbles my mind a lot because there's so many. Like you just look into people's eyes and you're just like that guy. He's a stone cold. Like he's
Yeah.
stone. He's stone behind his eyes. He hates his life. He's definitely done something. But he might be the nicest fellow you've ever met. But like I'm just gonna judge him
Right.
because that's what I do.
But doing it over a fake parking ticket, like that's so minor. Like you just rip the ticket up and be like, I'm not paying this fake ass shit, bro. I don't give a shit.
America,
It is America, obviously. It's fucking,
yeah.
but it's still wild, dude. It's wild. It's just wild what's going on around the world. But one thing that is wild that's going around the world that I just recently read about, which I found very interesting, was in an Italian town, right? They punished their politicians by putting them in a cage and in a river. If anyone
Yeah, okay.
is interested in looking this up, just look up Italian town that punishes politicians. And I found it interesting because it kind of it forces you to have some level of accountability for the people that you're taking care of. Because, like most politicians are scared of scandals and shit, right? And most of the time they get away with scandals and shit because they pay off someone on the table or, whatever, they know someone connection-wise. But this is a case of a thing where like the whole town is watching you basically not drown, but like they're based like I've watched.
What do you think? Do you think that's a good thing? Like then,
well, yeah, because then you're okay.
No, but I'm saying it's good to have like obviously punishment for people that are obviously in the public eye and trying to make decisions.
But it's also dangerous, though. Yes, you might. I think
it's like what, but also like what do you think is a good? Because I don't think fears of drowning is like really the greatest thing to like threaten someone with,
I don't think it's just about the fear of drowning. The whole town is watching you submerge under the water. So even if they don't know what your scandal is, they know you've done something wrong to the people. So now the whole town has a perception of you. So regardless if you're scared or not, it's something that will be like upon your head where you're like, most politicians are like, whatever, I'll pay off the fucking journalist that wrote the article. Or if you're fucking Hillary Clinton, you'll just get the person shot. But in this scenario, like,
Oh, you can't say those things, bro.
My apologies. My apologies to the Clinton family that bombed us. There was one more thing I wanted to... Oh, yeah, that's one thing I forgot to say about the whole AI thing. Have you heard about the new AI scam?
No.
So there's a new AI scam where... And me and you are probably the ones at most risk, to be honest. I'm not even joking about this.
I don't like that. I don't like being at risk, bro.
Well, not us specifically, but our family members. So what the AI does is takes, if you have videos up online anywhere, like Facebook, anywhere, dude, just anywhere. And especially if you're us, where you have so many like different conversations that they can send it to any direction. The AI will take your voice and then will, obviously, if they get information on your parents or people that you live with, they'll call them and hysterically start crying and be like, please, I need help, send me money.
Oh, that's crazy. That's like
voice.
elite.
In your
that's
voice,
elite.
right?
That's elite, bro.
Dude, that is elite scams. It's legitimately in your voice. Like I was practicing impressions since I was like 5'10" to be a good scammer, but I don't need that anymore,
Do
bro.
you know what's crazy about like that whole the AI scamming as well? But like the fact that like I feel like it was maybe like maybe a year and a half ago where people were saying, dude, remember deepfakes are gonna get to this point where it's unbelievable. And now we're already there. Like that was like a year ago. Like,
Dude,
so what's
like
it gonna be
all
in
those
another year?
Minecraft videos that they make with all the presidents and shit? That sounds
Yeah,
exactly like
yeah.
them.
Yeah, like Drake has like ultimate more
Oh
songs
yeah,
now, bro,
the songs,
because
dude. Those
like
songs bang, dude.
yeah, they're better than real Drake. It's crazy.
Well, you'll never beat the real guy, but
I don't know.
you'll never be as
Sounds
great.
the same, but sounds the same to me, bro.
You
I don't know.
know?
But like it's like yeah, we were saying like a year ago, like, oh, it's gonna be fucking stupid, like what's gonna be like, we're so close. But I didn't think it was like a year where we'd start seeing like presidents
Dude,
playing Minecraft.
it's so exponential now. From here on out, it's just going to get so much faster. But you know why it's so exponential now? Because before, whatever we were making was based on human effort. Now we have AIs. Now it's based on
Now we
their
have a computer, yeah.
and that
Well,
effort.
I remember saying a while ago that I knew for a fact that it wasn't the problem wasn't the software that we have, it's the processing power. Like we don't physically like
Yeah,
once we have like computers strong enough, we're pretty much like don't have to do anything anymore. Like everything
exactly.
can
And the
be
difference between a human
processed
and
and
a
done.
robot is that robot is working every second diligently at rates that you can never work, and it's working for 24 hours. We're up.
Yeah, bro, there's no you can't like illegally underpay a robot.
We didn't pay it anything.
Do you know what this is good for? At least there'll be hopefully less child slavery, right? Like, China soon, like Apple won't need kids to make their
Well,
iPhones. It would just be like
have you seen how
robots.
much China has progressed with their technology in terms of like integrating into their whole society? Have you seen
Yeah,
the classes the
they're
kids
probably
use? Have you seen that?
yeah. Well, I'm just saying like the kids probably aren't making it anymore. It's like robots now, which is better
No,
at
but,
least.
but what I'm
There's got to
trying,
be some
they'll
pros.
still use kids, bro. Those kids got handy hands, bro. They
Do you,
handy.
do you, bro, you just got some like guy at the top of like some I don't know Huawei being
Yeah.
like, fuck these. We've just bought millions of these fucking robots, but the
No, but the
dexterity.
robots,
It's the
that's the thing.
dexterity.
That's the difference between robots and AIs, dude. Like this AI is on a grid. It's in the matrix. You know what I mean? These robots are like they have to make him out of fucking metals and shit, and these robots cost. This AI doesn't cost shit. As I was saying, in China, they started using these for the kids. They have like these like it's almost like Google glasses kind of. And while they're doing their homework, the teacher's like sending them information over the glasses. And as they're reading the thing, it's doing like the equations for them through the glasses. It's insane.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, bro. I had to learn with a fucking pencil. I couldn't use my pen until fucking seventh grade because I didn't have a pen license. And these fucking dumb fucks have
Embarrassing.
got, bro. Yeah, tell me about it, bro. I was one of those kids that wrote the fucking G backwards, above the
You know, the
line.
funny thing was, I'm pretty sure like I was doing it all illegally, bro.
What?
Don't
Hiding the
think I
G
was
backwards
ever
across the line.
don't think I was ever awarded a pen license. I'm pretty sure I lied about it.
I'm pretty sure I never did
You know,
either.
the
I
great
just
thing is, it's
kept,
funny
I just
because
studied.
you had to get a pen license here, right? While in Serbia, there was a class where we'd specifically have to do in cursive writing with a fountain pen. So you'd have to put fucking ink in it, and then you'd have to be very cautious with the way you like tip the fucking pen and how much of a
So
block.
I was, yeah, like I just don't, I kind of preferred pencil anyway because you could just like erase it. Yeah, like there was a part of me that really liked pencils.
Well, that's why I had
I don't know if it
I
was
had those
just
cool blue pens with the fucking Maori tails,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
ones
So
you can rub out.
you'd fucking scrunch them out. Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
those are
OP,
elite. But
dude.
if
I
you
was
had one of
never going
them,
back to pencil again, bro.
if you had one of them, you would definitely get a pussy.
Dude, I
That
had
pen got you
both.
pussy, bro.
I had the black and the blue color of that.
Yeah, bro. Bro,
I
that's
had
like
all
you
the
see
bitches,
people
bro.
eyeing you up.
I
You
gave
see
it
people
up. I
eyeing
had
you
to
up
give it
over
up.
those pens.
I had to give it up. It was too much of a
Too much
fucking
attention.
yeah, dude. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
too much attention. Too many gal coming. Too many gal coming for men.
You know what they say, bro? when you're fucking 10, it's the pen license that they're after. When you're 16, it's the fucking driver's license that they're after, bro.
Nah, bro. It's when you're 10, it's two things when you're 10. It's that pen license and it's how fast those fucking legs run, bro.
Dude, isn't that fucking hilarious that like for some reason like it wasn't even athleticism at all. It wasn't like, oh, he's the best fucking fighter or he's the best footy player or or he can do the most chin-ups on the fucking monkey bar. Like I was so proud that I could do most chin-ups on the monkey bar. No one even give a fuck, bro.
No one gave a shit about that, bro.
Because I was,
you were weird for that. You were weird.
Cool that I could lift myself on the monkey bars more than anyone else, but I was the 4th quickest runner. So number 4.
So you weren't that. You didn't get nothing. Wait, this is the problem, right? I was the top one gets 95% of it, and then two and 3 they get the scraps. But even 4. See, 4 is pretty. 4 is respectable. That's the thing. 4 is respectable. No. But it's just not enough because bitches be like, I want number 1. I want
3 at least.
Yeah,
bro.
and like,
couldn't even make it there.
It's tough. It's tough. I was the fastest at one point, and it was a very short point, and it didn't last very long.
It didn't last for long.
But bro, that feeling when you won that race,
right? You know, shout out to me though, because I it's like I was like reading the future or something. Because by the time we got to like year 11 and 12. Shoulder bra. You know, that's what was getting me to bitches now. You know, all those fucking pull-ups worked out, baby. They were in primary school, but in high school, baby. Yeah.
But nobody cared about how fast you ran then. Nobody cared.
No, but you know why they cared about the shoulders, bro? Because what did they lean on, bro?
Crazy.
Right? It's like I knew. It's like, you know, I'm just one of those kids, bro. I just knew, bro. I just had future.
And then you had no idea after that.
No. Once high school was over, I was like, I don't even know what they're like anymore. I give up, bro.
Emotions, something like that. Fuck that, bro.
That was not my forte. I was never good at gripping those.
Communication? Fuck that, bro.
I honestly, as soon as they started caring about emotions, I started caring about running again. You know, I just wanted to run away.
Also, but I run fast.
Yeah, she's like, you're so emotional.
Fastest I ever got.
You're so emotional and unintelligent. But I was like, yeah, but can you fucking run 100 meters this quick, bitch? Like,
have you seen my 100-meter time? Yeah. I've showed off 2 seconds in the last 3 years.
Bro, I wonder how Usain Bolt felt, because he probably was in primary school. He was getting bitches, right? And then in high school, but then after high school, they started.
See, no. But he's the exclusion, right? Because he doubled down. He doubled. Not only was he. Do
you reckon that was the reason he doubled down?
He's best in the world, bro.
In primary school, it hit him. He's like, this is what gets pussy, right? And then he dedicated his whole life to it.
And then during high school, he's like, why am I not getting any pussy anymore? But
he looked past that, bro. He looked past that.
Because he saw the bigger picture. He saw the bigger picture.
That's what I did with the shoulders. That's what I did with the shoulders, bro. I was like, maybe in primary school.
To be fair, though, to be fair, right? There's probably, as much as like we say all the bitches ran away from the guy that like could run fast. Mm-hmm. I feel like there are still those crazy bitches. You know, there's still the certain ones that would be like, I still like the fast guy. You know, like, and what about the fastest girl? She probably wants a fast guy that like can keep up. You know.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
I wonder how fast Bolt's wife is.
There was no such thing as like the fastest girl. You know what I mean? There was, but like no one was like, oh, she's
no one gave that meant nothing to anyone.
And usually all the attractive girls were slow, physically and mentally. So
yeah, right. They did not put that. They didn't put any skill points into that tree.
No, they didn't, because they didn't need it, bro. Why would they?
Well, also they can't have both. You only have so many skill points as a child. That's where you put them.
I mean, probably not, because that's a lie. Because your looks come as, you know what I mean. Like your looks are your looks, so you're not really like, you can make yourself look better. You can take care more of yourself. Like you could do your hairstyle differently. You wear like skimpy clothing, you know, whatever. But You're
As a child, I
you
agree.
you
As a
still
child, I
got
agree.
skill. I mean, you've got skill points to use. You're just not using them. You're just happy to, coast on the looks.
Yeah, maybe you just don't gain the skill points then, because you don't
Really need them.
require enough
You don't really
XP.
need them because
Yeah,
you're
yeah, I
looking
know.
for
Yeah,
someone with the
I'm not
skill.
saying it's a problem. I'm not saying, yeah, I know, I agree. I'm just saying you don't acquire the XP.
No.
Oh, I've just received a message saying Fulham have scored against City. Love that.
Oh man, that's what I was thinking about. Like last night, I was like, I just hope City loses, just so Arsenal has a chance at winning. Because even though I don't give a fuck about Arsenal, I'd prefer Arsenal to win over City. So
Yeah, also they might win the treble, and that really fucks you guys Man U's record over if they win the treble.
fucks our record over.
Man U are playing right now
How's it fuck our
because
record?
you're the only ones
They
that
haven't won as many
you
leagues.
guys are the only ones. You guys are the only team that won a treble.
What about Liverpool? Didn't they win?
Nah, no, not a treble.
Oh, it was just a double.
So
Right?
if
Just a
yeah,
champion.
so if they and also if they win the league 3 times in a row, you're the only other team that's done that as well. And if they do it this year, they've done it as well. And they'll probably win it next year, so they'll probably win 4 in a row. So they're kind of eclipsing some of your glory. But yeah. So, but I agree. I mean that they've apparently just scored, and I'm just checking now. But Man U are playing at the moment as well.
Yeah, my parents are watching at the moment, so
You're probably going to lose because Villa are so good at the moment, bro. Do you know how good they are? It's crazy.
They're playing well.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm just now looking at this fucking. Let's go, Carlos. Whoever Carlos is, fucking.
Yeah, I only have really like 2 more things to talk about, anyways.
Yeah, no.
Both of them pretty short. So a lot of people have been talking about the whole Tarantino foot scenes thing. Have you seen?
Yeah. Again, yeah. I don't know about. I've not seen what Sever's going around, but I know that he loves a foot fetish.
Yeah, and because in a lot of his movies, like in one of his earlier movies,
he's open about it, isn't it? He's very open about it.
Yeah, dude. He had like Selma Hayek put her foot in his mouth and then like pour tequila down her foot. And all these people like saying all these fucked up shit about him, like you're a creep, you're an all that, da da da. And it's like, I feel like, man, like I'm just gonna be really honest here. Like I love feet as well, and I would do the same. Because
I think the thing that people are saying is creepy isn't the fact.
It's not rapey. It's like she's putting her feet on you, near you, whatever. Yeah, you find it sexual, but it's like, you know how many people find like hands sexual? Like people like hands. And it's like no one says,
the thing that people moan about is the fact that he's like put himself, he's created a thing and then he's put himself there.
I would do
for like the movie, and he's used as like, yeah, no, I know. I'm not saying I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying that's what people are upset. They don't give a fuck about how like sexual it is. They're saying the fact that he's played himself in the role and said, okay, I'm going to be this person.
Yeah, but
you're
that's
going to
better
put your
than
foot in my
raping
mouth.
the girls behind scenes like half the other producers did.
Agreed.
At least that's like,
but I just
front,
don't think there's any winning, unfortunately.
It's like upfront, basically saying I'm a creep, but like, at least I'm not fucking trying to fuck you, and that's the only way you get a role. You know what I mean? Which,
yeah, no,
I'm not saying, I don't know. I don't think it's wrong though. People have been saying it's wrong. I just don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's wrong to write a character for yourself. Like plenty of other people have done the same and put themselves in sex scenes, and no one said anything then. But it's just because it's weird about the whole feet thing, because they're all aware of his fetishes, and it's like, man, like
it's also because he has power,
right? But first of all, most bitches do not care if they need to put their feet on you. Like most people don't even give a fuck about feet. They think their feet are disgusting, so they're willing to fucking put their feet anywhere. It's not like I'm asking you to be naked and let me be on top of you. You know what I mean? I feel like that's way worse. I feel like if you're a producer and you write a sex scene for yourself and then you decide which actress you want to, you're basically like, it's soft porn. You just want to feel.
It's also like she agreed to it. I imagine she could have said no.
Yeah.
I imagine she might not have been in the movie.
But
if
like
she
I said,
no, but
the whole feet thing isn't even that big, dude. Like, I think most people don't give a fuck about their feet. You keep them in socks anyways, majority of the time. You don't give a shit about them. Like most people don't even, when you shower, most people don't even wash their feet.
Do you wash your feet?
Sometimes.
Like, do you like scrub them or like what's like?
I scrub them.
Do you scrub everywhere when you wash?
Yeah, I try to.
Yeah, okay.
Not every shower. I'll be honest, not every shower. Most showers, I do everything except for the legs.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
not the whole legs. I do the upper legs, and then below the knee, I kind of like leave.
So like,
But not always. Sometimes, if I feel like
what do you
if I
scrub
feel
with?
dirty,
What do
huh?
you scrub with? Do you use like body
Loofah.
wash? Yeah, okay. Do you use body wash though, or
Yeah. Body wash on the loofah, and then I put it on the water.
yeah. See, I don't use body wash
What do
at
you use?
all. I just use water. I don't believe in body wash. I don't like it.
Oh, no wonder you smell like shit all the time.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, honestly, like I think it's a fake. I think it's a fake market, bro. I think it's fucking bullshit.
What
You
smell?
just, dude. I
Good
hate.
until
I
it's
don't.
clean,
I
bud?
don't. I don't know. No, I don't. I don't like smelling
Okay,
like
well
body
then
wash.
you're an idiot. Okay, why? Okay, so when you wash your hands, right, after you pee and stuff, do you just use
Yeah, I
water?
wash. Sometimes. Well, if sometimes I only use water. Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, but so do I. But like, sometimes after a big shizer or like you've held your cock for a while and you like, whatever.
No, I don't care. I don't care about that. If I'm just holding my
Like you're
cock, I don't
using
give a shit.
soap
It's
at
main
least.
for
How
me.
how
It's
often are you
for
using
me.
soap?
For me, mainly, it's like if I've got like dirt like on my hands, like or like I'm trying to actually scrub off something, or like trying to get under my nails. I use soap then, or like
Yeah,
just
but
hand
isn't
wash.
that the same theory for the body then?
Not well, sort of, I guess, but like not really. I don't. I still won't do it because I don't do it to my body. I just wash it all over with water, like because
Well,
I
at
just like
least
my
you know
natural
what
scent more.
the fans will be happy that the hands that they shake are clean. At least just don't hug the guy.
Like it's just actually just it's it's so stupid, right? Because it is like just true. Like I've never once like had an issue. Like obviously I put deodorant and shit on and like I don't smell. But
Yeah.
like the actual like body wash to me is just stupid. I don't like smelling like some fucking weird body wash.
Why would what? Just get a fucking cut. I was gonna say color. Get a fucking smell you like.
I don't want to. I don't like the smell. It's weird. It's
Wait, so
weird.
when you were young, did you use soap at least? Maybe, or were you like
Yeah,
soap?
I did when I was young, but it didn't like I didn't like yeah,
Did you?
sort
You know
of.
what I always
But
found
that's where it
crazy, which
started.
I always found crazy, which some people are into, but I would never be into. And I'd seen it like family, like like when I'd go to people's houses and shit, or like family members that I knew. People all showered with the same soap, like they all use the same soap to wash their body with.
Like a bar soap.
Yeah, dude. Like they'd
That's
all use the
fine, dude.
same bar on their
That's
bodies.
fine.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
No,
fine.
it's not.
Dude, it
What?
disintegrates. The whole point of the soap is that you don't touch the next person's soap. That's why it's made that way, you fucking moron.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like you put the soap under a bit of water and the bit they've touched
Yeah, it
disintegrates.
washes off. But the bit that Dave touched is still on until you rub it on your skin.
No,
The
it's
water
not.
won't
It's as
splash
soon as
off.
it touches water.
No, it fucking doesn't. Dude, you have to
Yes,
like
it does.
rub it in order to get some shit off. Once it
Yeah,
touches water, I can. Okay,
so okay. So you
experiment for the
scrub it onto
viewers.
you.
An
You scrub it on
experiment for
you.
the
No,
viewers.
no, you scrub it
Buy
onto
the
you.
soap
You
and
scrub it
put it
onto
under
you.
water and see how long it takes for it to lose. You know how there's those indentations that might say the name for it, like fucking Nivea soap, whatever the fuck. Put it under water
Dove,
for
yeah.
a bit and see how long it takes. It will take a little while for it to actually
No,
peel off.
it will. It will. 100%. 100%. But it doesn't need. It doesn't need much. But also, you put one on your arm. Say you scrape it along your arm once, right?
It's gone, but you
You
still
take
got
it
your
off.
fucking.
You take
Yeah,
it
what
off.
if? Okay,
No,
what if
you
you
take it
fucking?
off. You've got it on your arm. What's not on here?
All right, what if your fucking sister washes her asshole with it, and then you fucking start scrubbing your chest with it? Now you got your asshole on the chest.
It doesn't. No, the soap that she touched her arsehole with is on her arsehole.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like
That's the whole
germs
point.
don't work like that, dude. I feel like germs do not work like that.
Well, of course, germs don't work like that, but germs are everywhere anyway. So that just makes the whole point null and void.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to use like a loofah at least? Because at least it's your loofah.
I agree with you. I agree with you. By the way, I don't use it. I'm just saying, like I prefer. I don't like bars of anything anyway. Like I use like
Bro, I
I would
love
use a
bars.
loofah.
I
Like,
always hit them, but straight up.
yeah, fair.
Yeah.
That's all. Fuck you.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
don't
all. Yeah,
spell.
that's all I got left. Other than I wish you had Facebook so you can join the page, but there's a Facebook page. It's not a worldwide thing,
Facebook page?
guys. It's an Australian Facebook page. Well, it's a not a page. It's a group, and it's called Blokes and Their Walks Home.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The
And
thing that you
yeah,
shared to me
basically
recently.
to summarize it, and I found it really interesting because I feel like it's hilarious. But it's basically people sending photos of what they've taken home on their rides home, on their walks home from, like, obviously usually drunk or whatever, high or whatever, coming back home from there and bringing stuff. And there's just like the most recent one, which I found hilarious, which I don't even know how they fucking did it, was someone took a whole KFC bucket home. You know, the ones that stand on the poles, the KFC buckets that they have on the poles, on the signs, like actual buckets, like the huge fucking, like,
Yeah.
dude, yeah, I recently saw one of those. Like, a guy took that
That's
home,
great.
dude.
I remember that was
Then another guy posted in the group recently and was like, just got back from prison. And he's like, this is the reason I went. And he sent a photo. And it was a fucking top of, how police cars have that siren thing at the top with the lights?
Yeah.
He fucking ripped one of those off the fucking police car. And he went. And then he went to prison for a few months.
That was that used to be a trend in school on TikTok. Remember, like, devious
like
devious licks.
Yeah,
devious licks. Yeah, like yeah. And people just take things from school, and like people took like a whole projector home and shit. Like,
yeah, it was kind of similar to that, but just like on your walk home. Because I feel like I've done that, like, with my friends. Like, there was one night we were walking home for about like 10 kilometers.
oh,
And on the
traffic
way,
cones are
we broke
beautiful.
a sign. We ripped a whole plant out of
Allegedly.
someone from front of someone's house, and then my friend
Allegedly.
threw 3 pot plants that were at the front of someone's house into their backyard.
Allegedly.
So, like, wow. But
Allegedly.
I kind of almost feel like before I leave Australia, I kind of have to take a souvenir, bro. I got to like rip off like I might just rip, off a street sign.
Just grab a kangaroo.
I'm legitimately gonna rip off a street sign.
Take your street sign.
That's what. Well, don't say that, you fucking idiot. Then they'll know. Actually, they won't know.
They won't know. No one knows where you are. No one knows.
Oh,
yeah.
I just thought it was that famous.
You have to take, but like, how do you reckon you go through customs and you just go to the street?
No, I'm not going to take it with me. I just want to rip it off and leave it here so I have it as a memoir.
Oh, I reckon, honestly, it would be kind of cool if you could manage to get it over here.
It would be.
Just memories, Memories. You have it above like your station,
You know what the funny thing is? My street actually exists in London.
I'm pretty sure every street exists in London, if I'm honest.
No, but it's a very famous.
Yeah, yours is quite popular. I've seen it quite around. I think I've seen it in Perth before, apart from your one. So.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to say, but there is a famous train station. It's a famous train station.
That's all.
Yeah,
that is all.
That's all for me. I don't know if you have anything left.
Nah. I've got nothing. Well,
this is my second last podcast here, so I got one more next week, and then the next one you guys are going to see after the next week's one is me in Serbia. I'm gonna probably try have that. I'm gonna probably try to do that one like somewhere in my like backyard or some shit, or somewhere
that'd
where
be cool.
Like,
that'd be cool.
People get the view of the village.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Might just do a whole fucking run through because no one's gonna fucking come to my house in the village, bro. Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
You don't even know where the fucking village is, dog.
yeah, this is my fucking village. Anyway, what's your Sunday select?
Gang by Jack Harlow.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I
really loved the album. It's very rap heavy, very sample type beats. Like, I like that old school kind of 90s rap kind of feel. I liked it.
Fair enough. Mine's a song about fishing by Genesis Owusu.
Lovely.
Thanks. I appreciate it. That's the response.
It just came out of me. My apologies, bro. It was a compliment to the song.
Thanks. All right. I'll see you next week, bro, because I don't want